Hi, well, welcome back. I was asked to do a quick video, actually two of them, so I'll put two videos up really quick. One of them pertains to composition of functions, and then the other one is sort of a composition of functions where we're putting things together and then evaluating. But let's take a look. So we start with this guy, and we'll start with f of g of x, so the f of g of x. Don't be alarmed by the f and then that little circle. That's not fog, that's just f of g. Same thing that you would see if someone were to go like this, okay? So if we start with f of g of x, and we write it down, all we're doing is we're putting in g of x wherever you see x in the function. So this turns into the quantity 1 minus x squared plus 5. And with inside this, remember we've got to put the square root symbol, because that's important. Now, we have a square root and we have a squared. Square root and squared, they're going to undo each other. You're going to end up with 1 minus x and then plus 5. We go ahead and combine like terms. We end up with 6 minus x. That is our f of g of x. Okay? If we were to look at it similarly with the g of f of x, same idea. You're going to have the square root, and this time you're going to say 1 minus, and then instead of x, you're going to put in x squared plus 5. Okay? So when we do that, we end up with this equals the square root of 6 minus x squared. Now, can we do anything with this? No, it's not the difference of two perfect squares. It's not a factorable problem. I can't take out the squared because it's connected by addition or subtraction here. So this function is going to be done. It's just kind of the way it is. I hope this was helpful. If I was looking at this graphically, remember it's going to be both positive, so it's going to take on kind of a, we're going to go left 6, so I'm assuming that we're going to be looking at, if I were to set this and solve it, we're plus or minus the square root of 3, so I'm going to assume that this is, you know, the square root of 6, I'm sorry, this is the square root of 6, this is negative square root of 6, and we're going in both directions. Okay? If I were to find the domain of said function, negative infinity to that point, and then from that point to positive infinity. I hope this was helpful. I hope this is what you were looking for, and the next video I'll put up is the other question.